Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of
Resistance
touching
line
right
lines
up to
up
that.
here.
See, and it's
Yeah,
like
so
just
like
breaking out slightly above that strength band, but also like hasn't flipped the trend, hasn't has is approaching
yeah,
oversold. Like this is kind of a decent moment, I think, where I would like to start scaling into the short.
yeah.
Even though we do have that
You could
room
try
up to
that.
the next level. So
Mm-hmm.
let me do that. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Should I do it from? This is GMX. This is on our Beatrum. I can also do it. I like DYDX is even cheaper because I don't have to pay gas fees.
Or you'd also, yeah, but UIDX is like on Ethereum, and you need a VPN for that
You do need a VPN
if
for
you're in
that.
the US.
That's true. Okay,
For
so I'll stick to GMX. This is anyone can access this. No
yeah,
VPN, no nothing. Although I do kind of recommend people use VPNs
but
because it gives
yeah,
you access to a lot more geo fenced kind of applications that are out there.
yeah.
But so here we go. I'm looking now. I've changed this to the
Or
15 minutes. Oh, go on.
you could use cap too,
Yeah, that's true.
because
Cap will
cap
work.
has no minimum.
That's true. I'm going to stick to GMX with this for this example, and then I'll do another one on cap, and then I
Yeah,
can do another one on somewhere
sure.
else. So I'm going to do, let's say I want to do $100 for this, and I'm going to start with like, I want a 5x position short. I am going to change this to 4x because that's where I get, super cheap borrow fees. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to go all of my position right here. Instead, I'm going to do, like I said,
Check
20.
check this out. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys saw, like, we saw a bull print appear and then it disappeared right when it was like
Uh,
crossing the line. So that's why it's also important for the candle to
yeah,
close.
let that close. Okay, I'm
But
going to jump back into, I'm going
yeah,
to build this position now. So here we go. I'm going to switch this to Bitcoin because we're looking at the Bitcoin market. Here we go. It's at 25,933. At 25 or 26,450 or something, I would definitely be like, cut everything and run. But before that,
yeah,
I want to come here and I want to, let me take. I want to do $100 that I'm going to commit to this position. I'm starting with 25 right now, and I'm going to set a limit for the other 75. So first thing I'm going to take, I'm going to open the position here where we currently are. So I'm set to short. I've already chosen to use FARX, so I get this lower amount. I don't have to use FARX. I'm still going to use my USDC. I'm taking $25. I'm using 5x leverage. And since I'm going to get up to 5x by the end of building this position, I'm going to start with 4. Here, I'm going to turn off the slider. Oh, no, I can't.
yeah. Just do like $10 at 5x or something, or
Yeah,
$5
let's do, here we go.
because there's no like minimum size
I
on
guess that's true.
GMX,
Yeah,
right?
you can do this as like cheaply as you want. I'll do what I was gonna do though. I was gonna do $100 and I'm gonna split it into a couple orders. So first thing I want to do is scoop the 25, and I want that around right here. So I'm gonna say I could do limit, but I'm just gonna do a market. Yeah, no, let's do a market. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do a limit, but I'm gonna say 25,930 as my limit order. So we'll say Bitcoin. I will pay 25,931 is, it's at 35 right now, so I'll say 35. Price below, oh, still too cheap. Let's say 38. There we go. So it's at 37.40. Let's do 37.50. There we go. So I'll say create order. I'm doing 4x leverage. Here's the market price. Okay, create. It's going to prompt me with my MetaMask wallet up here, which I guess it is not popping up on the screen share, but it did say, would you like to confirm? I say, yeah. There you go. Now you can actually see my my Trezor hardware wallet. It's telling. So now on my physical device in my hand, I'm prompted and I'm signing. I've done that, and now it's finished. So now here we go. I have an open order. Oh, okay, there it is. This is an existing order from a previous stop loss. So that's red because it's not viable anymore. But here you see I'm increasing my Ethereum position by 99.60, which is my $100 less the cost here of the opening the positions. And so that is set. We're looking at a price of 25,937, and you can see that the spot price says it's above that, but my order hasn't filled yet, and that's because there is a spread on this that isn't super clear, which is why I
there's
will
no
usually use limit orders.
order book, or
Yeah,
we're not seeing that.
if I had used a market order, it would have filled immediately. Here goes. You can see it just actually filled. But it would have. So if I go to trades now, you can see here it filled at 25,937.50, exactly what I wanted. So now if I come here to my positions, I guess I have to. No, I didn't have to refresh. It just took a second. So now you can see here's the position. The net value is, again, I started with 25. Net value is 24.80. That's because we've already lost the money from the open fee. If I mouse over here, it'll now pop up and show me, I'm paying after like profit and loss. If I close now, I'd lose 19 cents. 9 cents of that is open, 9 cents is close. So it's mostly open and closed plus like a slight difference in spot price. And then if you mouse over the collateral here, it'll show you what your borrow fee is going to cost. So let's see, when I refreshed, it reset me to USDC. And so instead of paying nothing,
from FRX.
so I didn't pay close enough attention there. So instead of paying nothing, I am actually paying 3 cents per day to maintain this leverage. So the leverage here is $75 because I've put up $25 of my money and then I've borrowed $75 from the liquidity pool. And for that borrow, I need to now pay 3 cents per day. I can leave this alone, but like I said, I want to take the remaining $75 and I'd like to purchase, another short. So I'm going to say I'm going to do a limit order.
So you're basically scaling into this short position.
Yeah. So here I'm at 26,150. So now I'm going to say limit 26,150. I'm going to short with the remaining $75. So then I can say create this. And I'll want to use here. Hold on. If I say close, you can see that I'm collateralized in USDC. I want to use the same collateral so that I'm averaging the existing position. If I used a different collateral, for example, Forex, you'll see it's creating a brand new position. 4x leverage. This is the entry price I'm specifying. This is the liquidation price for this position. If I add to my existing collateral position, which is USDC, you can see instead of it doing that, it is actually going to adjust my existing collateral and leverage to update it based on this new order. And like I said, I want it to be 5x short. So now I can come up to 5x, and because I already have this one at 4x short, I can actually go for this next one a little bit over 5x. So we'll go like, what is that, 5 point something? 5 and a little bit. And that'll push me to 4.9x. And then again, it changes my entry price from 25,944 to 26,108 if this fills at 26,150. So now I can say.
So it's just like averaging everything. That's what.
Yeah, and it becomes an average position rather than I'm opening a new position. So now I can say create limit order, create, and again, MetaMask just popped up here and it's saying, hey, it's going to cost 20 cents in gas in Ethereum to pay for this. Then I'm going to say, yeah, that's fine. And I don't know why it didn't pop up this time, but my Trezor screen popped up. I signed, and then it's done. Now here you go, create order. We'll see the order added here. There's that order. And then if I hit this checkbox, it'll chart the positions onto the graph too. So now you can see here. And now the last thing I want to do is I want to stop. So I don't want this to ride forever. Obviously I will be liquidated at 31,100. I want to close this position way before that. So at here we go at like 26, let's say 430. Like that's above this last wick. I'm going to also double over and check on the Trading Buddy so I can get on TradingView so I can get a clear version of this chart. I'm going to Bitcoin here. I'm also on the 15-minute because that's what we're trading. You can see it is very oversold now. So, sorry, overbought. I was right the first time. It's very overbought now. So hopefully we dump here and I catch my short. I'm already committed a little bit, but hey, if we don't, I'm going to catch an average if we push all the way up to here, which is kind of what I wanted to happen. And like I was checking here, 26 440 450 looks like a very safe, well above my area here. So what I can do now is come back here, and I'm going to create a stop loss for this position by just clicking close and then changing trigger. And then I'm going to say, max is right now $900. When this position,
the full amount?
That's the full open amount currently. But when this is full, then you can see I'll be adding, so I have to actually do a little bit of math here now. So I want to know how much is this position going to be worth. It's about, let's say 5x 100, so almost $500. I'm going to say like 450 just in case, because if I set the limit too high, the order won't fill. Like this one, it'll turn red because there's no open position that can satisfy its condition. I can't go over and set this to reduce only. You can do that on cap. So since we're on GMX, I'm not going to confuse things here by saying all this extra shit, which I already have. So what I'm going to do is, I know that, if we close this order, I'm adding another $75 at around 5x leverage total. I know I'm going to be close to $500. So I'm going to say, if we push beyond 26 450, I want to close 450 of these dollars entirely and just do a stop loss there. And then, hey, if we have $50 left running, I'll suffer that loss. That's okay. But that's kind of my best bet for making these positions here. So what I'm going to do is say again, close, trigger. I want to close $450 at a price of 26 450. Oh, it won't let me do one before. That's annoying. So I can only close open positions. So I guess I'll have to set these orders separately. So I'll have to keep an eye on, if once this fills, then I will have to come in and set the stop loss. But I will set a stop loss on this first portion of the position. So again, close, trigger, full size of this position, 26 450. And then here, if this triggers, I will have suffered a 7.8% loss on on this swing, and that's only on 25% of my full position because I'm scaling in. So I'm going to say create this order. Same deal. I'm getting a pop-up here from MetaMask. It's telling me it's going to cost 22 cents. I'm going to say yes, and then here's this. It's like, hey, do you want to sign this? So I click the green button. Yes, I do. I verify that this is actually the transaction I think I'm signing, so I'm not being phished or screwed by some kind of thing. And then here we go. Now that this is created, you'll see it added to this. There it is. And then here it is, decreased short. So it's adding it to my chart as well. So right now I've opened a short sell with a little under 5x, 4x leverage here. So $100 I've short sold Bitcoin using only $25. I've placed a limit order for another 100. So that's right here. And you can see if I mouse over, the collateral value is 75. And what that also means is that this $75 is no longer in my wallet. It is now in this contract transaction. So if I want the $75 back, I'd have to cancel this order. Now you can also see here, if I check in my wallet, I still have 29.56 USDC in the wallet. I still have all my other assets. None of this is exposed to this position. This position has a maximum loss. I could get liquidated up to the full value of my position. That's it. There is no way for me to be on the hook for more than 100% or more than like total loss, which it sounds like obvious, but that's not necessarily the case with leverage trading. Sometimes you can be on the hook for more than what you've brought to the table.
Especially with like stocks and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So this position is open and running, and now I can sit back and wait. And like I said, this is going to cost me a little bit, so 3 cents per day. Not terrible, but it could have been free had I simply changed to Forex. The other thing that you can do on this platform is you can go long and short at the same time, because the same asset at the same time. So because I took a Bitcoin short position and collateralized it in USDC, that position is open. But now I can also take a Bitcoin long position, which then automatically by default, you see I can't change the collateral because it collateralizes against the entire liquidity pool. But the takeaway here is you can open long and short positions and then close them in whatever order is most profitable for you. There is no first in, first out order processing with these applications.